Let me turn it up. It should be good right there. In 3, 2, 1. Cute. Cute song. I dig it. Sound like they got Pharrell Williams on the beat. Oh, snap. Mario Kart. Hey! Oh, I meant to say 9. Hey, let's get it. Oh, they finally have it.
Let's go! Yahoo!
I know, this is like the 40,000th Mario Kart, and guess what? Bring it here. Let me turn it down just a little bit. I love it. I finally get to piss kids off again in the lobbies. This is nice. I like the diversity of the locations. Was that like Disney World? Oh, Disney World. Gotta put in the air quotes. There go my baby daddy Wario and my brother-in-law. What? You can grind? Okay. Oh. So somehow Nintendo went to like their Mario Kart department and told them to play every single Tony Hawk Pro Skater game that has existed. Because now we got grinding in Mario Kart. Okay, Flight. Mario Kart World. Okay. Who would have saw that coming?
Hello everyone, I'm Koichi Kawamoto, and I'll be one of your guides for today's Nintendo Direct. I'm the producer for Nintendo Switch 2.
I'm Takuhiro Dota, the director for Nintendo Switch 2.
And I'm Tetsuya Sasaki, the hardware design lead for Nintendo Switch 2.
What you just saw was Mario Kart World, launching exclusively on Nintendo
If it'll
Switch 2.
tell us how quickly is Mario Kart
Now,
World gonna
what do
blow
you
up the
think
Switch
this brand new
2's
Mario Kart game will be
fan.
like?
A brand new entry in the Mario Kart
Let's think
series
about more of this
is launching
grinding and driving on the
exclusively
walls.
Nintendo Switch 2 system. Welcome to this vast world. Kart races are held throughout various regions that span the globe.
Wait, but if there's a world and there's don't Mario Kart
Depending on
games
the
usually
time
have
of
like an
day
adventure
and
mode?
weather conditions, the atmosphere will change.
It's just that I never really play them. But I was like, with the way that the maps were connected, it seemed like there might be a story mode
this
or adventure
Mario Kart
mode
game,
type energy going on.
You can go off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere in this world.
Okay, Horizon.
In the classic Grand Prix, race through 4 courses in a bid for first place.
Damn, no wonder it took such a long
don't sleep
time to
at
make
the
a new
wheel.
Mario Kart thing.
You'll also drive to the next course as part of the competition.
Oh,
With
that's
24
cool.
drivers in each race,
driving straight up to the
most
next
in series
course.
history, the competition is gearing up. Introducing Knockout Tour. Race non-stop from one corner of the world to another.
Damn.
There are multiple checkpoints along the way. If you're below the placement shown when you hit a
Yeah, I was
checkpoint,
gonna say, it seems
you'll
like
be
you have
eliminated.
this. Okay, so I would say this is kind of like
Can you make it all the way to the finish line?
seems like an adventure type mode. Oh well, I was gonna say the previous mode seems like an adventure type mode. This
You
seems
can
pretty
also
cool.
freely drive around this vast world
Having to qualify,
in free roam.
but that seems, it feels like it might be like a traditional mode for Mario Kart though.
By going
now
off-road,
this free
you can
roam.
explore new areas and routes. So drive wherever your heart takes you.
Now this is intriguing to me.
You can also
Like,
go for
wow.
scenic drives with friends. And even take
Come
photos
on,
together
online
at different
multiplayer.
locations.
Cute. That's what I'm gonna do after I get booted off the worldwide lobby. After I rage quit and cry myself to sleep, I'm gonna just go find some friends and tell them let's just
starts here. Mario
drive around
Kart
the world in
World.
Mario Kart World and
The game launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
cry.
More details
Oh,
about
so
this
this is the
title
launch
will
title
be shared
game.
in an upcoming Mario
Figures.
Kart
I
World
was like, there's
Direct.
gotta be a launch
So
title
be
game.
on the lookout for
I
more
was thinking that
information in the
Metroid
future.
Prime 4 was gonna be the launch title game, but since they showed it at the
Mario
previous
Kart
direct
World
for the Switch
launches on
1,
the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
I can see why they would make Mario Kart.
We'll share more details in the
the
future,
launch
so we
title.
hope you're looking forward to it.
Next, we'd like to introduce some of the new features of Nintendo Switch 2.
That's right. Show us that come button.
These are the Joy-Con 2 controllers for Switch 2. And on the right Joy-Con 2, we've added a new C button.
I feel like it might be with a serious
Take a look at
answer.
some new experiences it offers.
I feel like it might be like a Nintendo Hub button. Like you go there, you can see like the Nintendo Center, like Nintendo News and Nintendo Music and all that stuff. Then again, who knows?
I'm still ahead of all of you guys.
Is this Nintendo's version of Discord?
So quick.
Chat!
Oh no!
It's for chatting!
Wait, no!
Nix, I'm coming for you.
No, I'm about to get
Come on, no.
That makes sense.
Introducing Game Chat, a new feature for Nintendo Switch 2.
Because ain't no way in hell people was gonna be sitting there doing that Switch 1 chat app on their
With this
phones.
feature, you'll be
Like, that
able to
made no
communicate
sense.
with friends and
So-
family while playing a game.
Of course they would integrate it into the Switch 2. Because what does Nintendo believe in?
While
Not
using
giving
the
any
Game
other
Chat
proprietary
feature,
license
your voice is
any type of
recognized by a
royalty.
microphone built into the system.
Oh, okay. But you're still behind me,
People
right?
thought that they were gonna put
right, let's keep
Discord
going.
on a Switch?
It can pick up your
Absolutely
speaking
not.
voice clearly, even from a distance.
Look at this. Jump on here. All right, let's keep going. Let's make a left right here. Let's make a.
When it's noisy around you, your voice will still come through clearly, letting you chat with ease.
How did you get hit by a bow? Okay, nice.
It does look beautiful. It's so pink.
And you can use this feature in handheld mode too, letting you easily chat with friends and family.
That's cool.
If you open the chat menu and turn on game screen sharing,
I mean, it's definitely convenient.
There we go.
you can also share your game screen.
Did you see someone just like go on top of that dinosaur?
The lag on the screens down.
You guys just did it. I want to do it too.
The lag. The Switch 2.
Oh, he's trying to eat me. He's trying to eat me.
Switch 2 said that. I don't think we can really handle 4 screens down.
Okay. You can chat to your heart's content, even while playing different games.
Yeah, I know that one. It's so hard, right? It's tough.
Oh wow, I'm like in the sky right here. I'm like, I fell. I'm falling. Okay, we got it. We're safe.
Kirby, look, you're on a star.
That's so cute.
So cute.
You can adjust the size of your game screen,
Guys, I'm lost. Like,
Where'd you go?
or expand another friend's game screen.
You gotta get above.
Ooh, but Nick's screen is looking choppy.
It's just like the wall. Like she gets past the wall.
this is where I have to do
Don't
a
have to
little
say.
wall ride.
I'm gonna ease up on Nintendo.
So everyone
The
can
fact
watch
they
them
have
play.
their own version of Discord alone on the
I think I know where you are. I
Switch
think I know where you are. Wait. Okay, I think
is a feat in and of itself.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Let's take a picture here.
Okay, are you ready?
Smile.
Yay! Oh, yo, that's sick.
I like your pose, Nix.
On the right Joy-Con 2 controller, there's an additional button. With the C button, you can pull up a chat menu.
Oh, dang.
Oh, really? Wait, actually, guys, I got a call coming right now, so I'll be right back, yeah?
Okay, for sure.
Here, you can quickly and easily mute yourself and more. And there's this.
Ah, the Switch 2
By
camera.
connecting this camera to the system,
Hey!
Hey, what's up?
Nintendo said, yeah, we're definitely not giving third-party proprietaries
How's
any
everyone
kind of
doing?
royalties.
Good?
You can appear on screen and video chat while playing a game.
You want to show yourself? You better buy our camera.
Good.
Here's how it looks with just the camera feed.
I'm way behind, guys.
There you go. I bet you like
Can
that.
you wait for me?
Please look forward to games which use your camera feed like this.
I think it's funny that I don't think it would be with Nintendo if the camera feed
Wait. Go left. Go left.
wasn't below 720. Like, you know, why use the
Using
Sony
Game Chat.
A6000 that I use for
Even when
streaming and
you're
recording?
apart, you can play
get
games
a
and hang
Nintendo
out
Switch
as
2
if you were
cam.
together in the same room. Play
So that it can look like I have
together or compete in
tuberculosis.
online multiplayer games. Chat while playing your personal favorites. Decide your own rules for a retro game competition.
Yeah.
Or hold a sports competition between families. All together, anytime, anywhere. Game chat.
Turn it down just a little. Interesting.
What did you think? In developing Game Chat, our goal was for you to enjoy playing online with others more closely, including family and friends. Almost as if you're all playing together in the same place.
Who all are buying a Nintendo Switch 2 cam?
The camera you saw in the trailer is the Nintendo Switch 2 camera, which will be available on the same day as Switch 2.
Something tells me this isn't going to be the only,
Nintendo Switch Online membership
what do they call
will be
those?
required
Like
to use Game Chat.
additionals that you can
However,
use with the
Since we'd
Nintendo
like
Switch
as many
2?
people as possible to experience Game Chat, it will be available without a membership for a limited time. We hope you'll try it out. Additionally, Game Chat supports the Nintendo Switch Parental Controls app, and different settings can be adjusted. For example, whether parental permission is always required when a child wants to use Game Chat to play with their friends.
We'd like to introduce another new experience you can share with family and friends. On Nintendo
Oh my
Switch,
God,
even
this
if
is
you
my
just have
favorite
one
game.
you can pass a Joy-Con
Reversey.
controller to a friend and play together. But
Hell
on Nintendo
yeah.
Switch 2, you can play together locally on multiple systems using just one game with Game Share.
Ah.
As shown here, even games that require
Okay.
multiple screens can
So
be
we're
played
getting
if
straight
one
up into
person
like
owns a
not only
compatible
being
game.
just a Switch,
With
but
Game
essentially
Share, you can
Nintendo
temporarily share
coming in
compatible
strong
games
with their
others
own
who also
Discord
have Nintendo Switch 2
and with
or
their
a
own
Nintendo Switch
Steam,
system.
or at least
You can
turning
share a
like
game with
the
up to 3 other
Switch
systems at a time.
into their version of what all you can do with
Game Share
Steam.
also supports online play with other Switch 2 systems, and you can use it with friends via Game Chat, which we showed earlier. Game Share can only be used with compatible games. This feature is planned for several titles, starting with a free update for Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics on Nintendo Switch. Game Share support is also planned for select games exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2, so we hope you'll look forward to it.
Up next, we'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 system itself.
Oh, here we go.
Please take a look.
Come button hype.
At 7.9 inches, Switch 2 has a bigger built-in screen. Here's how that compares to
Damn, that's
Nintendo
big.
Switch.
That's
The system's thickness remains the same.
definitely huger.
With approximately double the pixels compared to Switch, you can enjoy games in greater detail on the 1080p screen.
Ah, so the screen is now 1080. So I'm gonna assume that maybe like the Nintendo Switch 2
Screen
itself
supports
is
up to
possibly
120 frames per
1440ish.
second, allowing for smoother
Like
gameplay
when you
in
put it in the
supported
dock.
titles.
It might go up to 1440. But again, this is a
The
Switch
LCD
2.
screen
This
is
is
more
Nintendo,
vivid
so
and supports HDR, providing more contrast between light and dark areas of the images.
Nintendo has officially
All-new Joy-Con
entered
2
into the
controllers
year
Connect magnetic grip.
2019.
Strong magnets keep the controllers firmly attached to the system. Detach your controller easily by pressing the release button on the back.
Okay, this is like the original Switch, except for the magnetic.
The SL
Part.
and SR buttons are bigger for greater comfort and control when playing with a Joy-Con 2 held horizontally.
Okay, that's a decent quality of life.
The left and right sticks are now larger.
Oh, hell
Each
yeah.
Joy-Con 2 controller can be
Oh,
used
hell
as
yeah.
a mouse
When I'm
to play
cruising
with
across
compatible games.
Pornhub.
Both the left and right Joy-Con 2 support
I don't
mouse
feel like getting on my PC. Just use the Joy-Cons.
By adjusting the audio balance between the ranges, sounds from the built-in speakers are clearer and more natural in handheld
Okay, now
and
this I'm
tabletop
actually
modes.
impressed about. Wasn't expected for audio
It has a
mixing.
built-in microphone, so you
I
can
like
voice
that,
chat
though.
with friends anytime via game chat. It also uses noise-canceling technology to filter sounds, so your voice will come through clearly. Even if you don't have a
3D audio.
surround sound system, games can be enjoyed with more immersive, three-dimensional sound, as if it were coming from all around you. Place your Nintendo Switch 2 however you like with a large,
Oh, they actually
sturdy
improved
stand.
the stand. It's
can
not
move
like
it
a little
freely,
small
like this.
piece of plastic in a square shape. It's an actual stand.
In addition to the USB-C port found on the bottom of the system, there's one on top as well.
Huh.
It's handy for connecting a USB-C camera or charging in tabletop mode. Nintendo Switch 2 comes with 256 gigabytes of internal storage, 8
Okay.
times that of Nintendo Switch.
That is,
for storing your
okay,
game
now
downloads,
you have my attention.
save data, and more. Reading and writing data
That's
is
actually a
also
great
faster.
quality of life. 4K
Use the
support?
Nintendo Switch 2 dock to connect to your TV and enable up
And
to
I'm Mike
4K
Tyson.
resolution for
I don't
compatible
know.
games. HDR
4K on a
is also
Switch?
supported in TV mode. The Nintendo Switch 2 dock
gotta prove
has a
that one to
built-in
me,
fan that
Nintendo.
keeps your system cool. This helps
You
keep
gotta prove
performance
that
stable.
4K to me. Okay, there's a better fan. Thank God.
On Nintendo Switch 2, you can play Nintendo Switch 2 games, as well as compatible Nintendo Switch games. Physical
Okay, of
and
course,
digital
because everybody
games
was
are
just
supported.
like, ain't no way that we're not gonna be able to play our Switch 1 games on the Switch 2. So, good. On top of what they showed at the previous Direct, with you being able to, like, put your games that you've downloaded or your digital
As you
games
just
onto
saw,
the Switch 2.
Nintendo Switch
So,
2 isn't simply
I'm glad
an
they're
improved
actually being more
Nintendo
proactive
Switch.
about making sure that people who
We
don't
redesigned
want
the system
to
from
have
the
to leave
ground
their
up
Switch
and packed
1
with lots
games
of
or
new
sell them
gameplay
off can
features.
still have them.
And to help
That's a
players
good
better
thing.
understand the Switch 2 hardware, we're currently developing this game. Mr. Kawamoto!
Hello. My current location is actually inside the game itself. This is Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour, exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. I'm standing over here. Okay, everyone,
can live on a
join me inside the
Switch?
game.
Cute.
There are a lot of question mark icons here. Let's examine them.
Hold on, is that Naruto? Near
This
that
sign reads,
screenshot button?
Where are the magnets?
Just might be.
The Joy-Con 2 controllers attach to the system with magnets. And those magnets are inside the system. The SL and SR buttons on the Joy-Con 2 are made of metal, so that's how they attach to the system. A magnetic circuit is formed between them, so they won't easily detach.
This is just like a cute game that's essentially a tutorial on how to use the Switch 2.
Through examining signs like these, you
I
can
gotta
discover
say,
all
I give them
sorts of
effort.
secrets about Nintendo Switch
I
2.
wouldn't even say give them effort. I give them
Another
props
example,
for putting
the
this
Joy-Con
much
2
effort
controllers have mouse controls. And when
into
combined
something
with
that
the
doesn't really
gyroscopes,
need to
you
be
can even
done.
do something like this. You can adjust the position of the golf club and aim for the cup by rotating the Joy-Con 2. By combining the mouse controls and gyroscopes, things like this are possible. There are secrets to discover even as you're playing minigames and tech demos.
Oh.
Some of the secrets range from the unique features of the system to tiny details you might not notice until they're pointed out. There are plenty. Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour will launch as a paid digital game on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2. So please check it out if you're interested.
Cute.
Now, I'd like to share some more information regarding Nintendo Switch 2. This is the game card for Nintendo Switch 2 titles.
Are the cartridges going to be the same size as the Nintendo Switch 1?
It's the same shape as Nintendo Switch game
Cool.
cards,
Probably a
but
different
it's
color,
now
like red.
and it has much faster data reading speeds.
Ah.
Next up is additional storage. Switch 2 will only work with micro SD express cards.
So you know what this means, right? If they're allowing for the Switch to internally have 256 gigs,
please note that regular micro
and also making micro SD cards for 256 gigs. That means that the third-party games, either the third-party games,
to transfer data from
no, not
Switch
either,
to
but
Switch
both
2,
third-party games
you can log into your
and
Nintendo account to use
these
the
new
system transfer
Nintendo
feature.
games are going to be
With this
bigger
feature,
than the
you can
previous
transfer
generation.
Save data, digital games, and more. We're also releasing a new Pro Controller. It has a C button, which
It
launches
has for
Game Chat,
the
and on
third-party
back, there are
games.
new GL and
Clearly,
GR
they're going to
buttons, which
need
you can use to
more than
assign
enough
existing
space
button
to be
controls.
actually put on the Switch 2, since
In addition,
I'm pretty
an audio
sure
jack
that there's
has been
going to be
added.
some AAA games
We've
on there.
introduced a few new features.
So that makes
and
sense.
After today's presentation, the official Nintendo Switch 2 website will go live. There will also be an Ask the Developer article on the website, where the three of us will talk about the development of Nintendo Switch 2. We hope you'll check that out as well.
Okay.
And now, the Nintendo Switch 2 launch date.
Oh,
Nintendo Switch 2
Let it be this
launches
year.
on June 5th.
June 5th.
We're very much looking forward to the day when you all get to experience it.
The
so please wait
scalpers and
just a bit
bots are
longer.
already getting ready to sell the Switch 2 for $900.
Broadly speaking,
Love it.
on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play 3 types of games. The first type is Nintendo Switch 2 games.
Wait, 3
These
times?
games take advantage of the performance and features
Switch
of
2, of
Switch 2.
course. Switch 1.
The second type is
third
compatible
one,
games
Virtual
that were
Console?
released on Nintendo Switch.
I would,
Nintendo Switch 2 edition games are the third type. Some games that were released on Switch will receive upgraded versions that offer things like
Of
improved
course.
visuals, unique ways to play on Switch 2, and more.
that makes sense. They're doing like
Now,
the
I'd like to show you the
PS5
Nintendo Switch 2 edition of
upgrade
Super
if
Mario
you
Party
own like
Jamboree.
certain PS4 titles.
Please take a look.
Super Mario Party Jamboree is getting an upgrade on Nintendo Switch 2. The upgrade expands on the base game and adds new features, including mouse controls, audio recognition, more expressive rumble,
You know what?
And
This actually
gameplay
makes me
that
wonder
uses
if
a
they're gonna
camera
do, if
accessory.
that's the case,
all
because
of which can be accessed on
the
Switch
Switch
2.
1's
Let's check out 3 new
lifespan
and
was like
updated
back
modes.
in, what is it, 2016, 2017?
First up is Mario Party mode.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all.
Single
I'm
camera,
kind of hoping
up
that
to
there's a
4
Breath of the
players can join
Wild
the festivities.
Switch 2
You'll be able
upgrade.
to see each other's faces as you play, so you can experience
I'm not
all
the biggest fan of
reactions
Tears of
and
the
emotions
Kingdom.
in real time.
Breath of the Wild speaks to me
Or 4 friends can
personally
take the
as far
party
as what I like in
online.
video games.
Up next, it's Bowser Live, a mode where the livelier team wins.
Oh, this is still
Bowser
Mario
will bring
Party
you on
Jamboree.
stage 2. Hit blocks to collect the most coins. Guide an RC
This is
car
so
with your
damn
voice.
goofy that you can't help but be
And
charmed.
competes in other mini games using full body movement and sound. Finally, take a ride on the mouse-controlled Carnival Coaster. With the safety bar lowered and secured, you're off. Use mouse controls to shoot down enemies while you feel the bumps and rumbles of the coaster. When you enter a pipe, a minigame will begin. There's a bouldering game where 2 players each control an arm, and one where you shake a can of spray paint and quickly tag objects.
Jinx, is
Enjoy
that
the
you?
thrill of these intuitive minigames. How quickly can
I'm sorry,
you
I
reach
saw
the
spray
station?
cans and bombs, and all I could think
minigames
about
that
was
use a
Jinx from
camera,
Arcane.
The built-in microphone, mouse controls, And Rumble, the biggest party yet, is getting even bigger. Super Mario Party Jamboree, Nintendo Switch 2 edition,
Cute.
plus
Definitely not
Jamboree
my-
TV, launches
definitely not
on
a game I would
Nintendo
usually
Switch
buy,
2,
but cute.
July 24th.
Incredibly
Nintendo
campy.
Switch 2 players who already own Super Mario Party Jamboree can upgrade to Nintendo Switch 2 edition plus Jamboree TV by purchasing an upgrade pack.
Please look forward to a new Mario Party
Have
experience.
y'all noticed though that they
where you
haven't
can see each
shown
other's
any
reactions while
prices for
playing.
these games?
Let's continue.
They didn't even
presenting
show the
some more
price of the
Nintendo
Switch 2.
edition games.
Just the release date.
Nintendo Switch 2 editions of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom feature enhanced resolution and frame rates.
Oh my god, the frame
also
rate is now
support
from
HDR,
30 to 40
which makes the image
FPS.
more vibrant.
I love it.
So you can play with smoother, higher definition graphics. Plus, you can get even more out of your adventures in Hyrule using Zelda Notes. This new feature can be accessed via the Nintendo Switch app on smart devices. It's a
I have a
game-specific
feeling that
service
this
that's
is supposed to be
exclusive
like,
to the
you know how in
Switch
the
2 editions
PlayStation
of these
5
titles.
they have where
For example,
you can see the
it can help
achievements
guide you to
in like
various
a
locations,
like a
shrines and
portal
quests
where you
haven't
can click
found
on
yet.
it and then they'll
Guidance
show you like
activating.
things that you can do or like give helpful tips
Proceed
about how
now.
to, you know, navigate through the game. Voice navigation?
Or you can share your creations using QR codes and send them to another player to create in their game.
Well, that's for Tears of the Kingdom. No, thank you.
We hope these features will make your adventures even more enjoyable.
Kirby.
In Kirby and the Forgotten Land, you'll be able to enjoy an additional story exclusive to the Nintendo Switch 2 edition, along with improved graphics and frame rates. This story takes place in the Forgotten Land after being struck by a powerful meteor that's causing some mysterious changes. We hope you're looking forward to Kirby's new adventure.
I mean, I wouldn't consider this adventure new. Oh wait, no, there's an
Metroid Prime
edition called
4
Star
Beyond
Cross
will
World. I
have
didn't
both a
notice
Nintendo
that.
Switch and a Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
Of course. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I can't. Well, I was gonna say unless you know the people who don't want to switch to
In addition
are
to
just
standard
adamant with
controls,
just you know
you
being
can use
content
mouse
with their
controls for intuitive gameplay on
Switch
2.
1. But when they showed it the previous direct,
you
I
can
was like,
explore the
ain't no
immersive
way
world
this is gonna
in
be
4K
stuck to
at 60
just
frames per
simply
second.
Switch
Or
1.
enjoy smoother action in
4K
full HD
60
at 120
FPS?
frames per second. Choose from these two modes, both of which support HDR.
And that's if it's
based on
docked,
your
by the way.
preference and playstyle.
Handheld mode gives you 1080 60.
Plus, Pokemon
I'm just
Legends
sitting here
ZA,
like, 4K
which is scheduled to
4K
launch
Switch
later this
games.
year, will not only
still
receive a
sounds a little
Nintendo Switch
unbelievable.
version, but a Nintendo Switch 2 edition as well. By taking advantage of the power of Switch 2, you can enjoy your adventure in Lumio City with enhanced resolution and frame
Oh, the
rates.
Pokemon Pearl, Diamond.
The Nintendo
remake.
Switch 2 edition games you just saw will be available as both physical and digital versions. And if you already own
The
the,
Breath of the
Nintendo
Wild
Switch
Switch
version
2
of the
edition.
game, you can
Y'all
play
want to
the
go through
Nintendo
another
Switch
300 to
2
400
edition by
hours though
purchasing
playing
an
Breath of the
upgrade
Wild.
pack. We hope you're looking forward to these Nintendo Switch 2 edition
Maybe.
games.
Next, I'd like to introduce a brand new game featuring mouse controls with the Joy-Con 2 controllers. Please take a look.
Really? If they bring back DJ Hero, I will bust a nut on this stream. Okay, I have no choice but to play this. I just want to play a sports game. It's been a long while since I've played a sports game that interests me. I was gonna say, this is like an actual theme, right? Like there's like an actual basketball type of like sport thing for like people in wheelchairs. I've seen it in passing before, not in real life, but like when I'm like cruising through the channel or whatever. I think this might have been the Paralympics. I think it's like a Paralympics thing too, but okay.
In Drag and Drive, you'll use both Joy-Con 2 controllers as mice to intuitively pull off various
I was
moves.
gonna say, to be honest though, it does look a little
We hope you're
bland.
looking
I was
forward
thinking
to a
that
new
it might
twist
be
on 3-on-3
like
matches using
combining
dual mouse
Rocket
controls.
League and basketball. That being
Next,
able to
here are
like
some
turn
games
on
from our
turbo
publishing and development
engines
partners coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
on the wheelchair, but you know, it's cute.
I have long observed the land.
Elden Ring!
This world is in dire need of repair.
They're gonna have Elden Ring on the Switch?
The rays that guide you through your
Okay, this Switch can definitely handle possibly 1440p. I'm still not giving it 4K credit yet.
I have no doubt you will become Elden Lord.
Ooh, those frames.
May you take the throne.
But then again, to be fair, even on my PC, Elden Ring was lagging, so I just think that's a traditional FromSoft thing. But damn,
Hey,
Elden
I'm Dr.
Ring
Sullivan from Supergiant Games.
on the Switch
Here to say that
2.
Hades 2 is coming to Nintendo Switch
Hades 2, okay, that's,
Our
come
first
on.
ever sequel introduces the
That's not
Princess of the
surprising.
Dead, an immortal witch out to vanquish the sinister titan of
But
time.
it is good to see. It's good to
Battle
see.
beyond the underworld to the ends of the
Speaking of
earth,
which, I need to
getting
like
to know dozens of
get
characters
Hades
from
2
Greek myth
myself.
in a story that reacts to
Oh
your
well,
every
I've been waiting
setback
for it to
and victory.
get out of early
It's
access.
the kind of game you can quickly pick up and play whether you're experienced with the original or not. Look for more about Hades 2 later this year.
Street Fighter 6. I had a feeling Street Fighter 6 might be. Okay.
本体を持ち寄っての対戦はもちろん、任天堂スイッチ2だけの新モードもあります。
Exclusive Switch 2
ソフトは
mode?
通常版の他に総勢26
Oh,
キャラクタ
y'all
ーを
hate
収録
us.
した Gears 1、2 Fighters Edition の2バージョンを
Oh, and the new artwork. Oh, they're gonna have. Okay, so they're gonna have Elena.
スイッチ2の発売
Street Fighter 6 amiibos.
Initiating arsenal.
That genuinely impressed
Weapon
me.
Safety mechanism confirmed. All operating at normal levels.
I don't.
Testing
Is this
data link with
Warframe?
Spine.
No, this is too anime to be
Commencing
Warframe.
After 2 long wars where our freedom was restricted, we will finally be liberated from humans.
I'm in need of a new arsenal, new equipment, and money. I'm for sale, and you're buying.
Rebels!
Thanks for the warm welcome!
I was gonna say, I don't know what this game is, but this game must have a budget to have Johnny Young Bosch
The Sovereign
in it.
Axiom, the Trinitas, has almost completed a weapon that was created to destroy all humanity.
No! Because we're in the middle of a war. Don't you get it?
I won't just stop you. I'll tear you apart!
All children, bring hope
Daemon X.
to our lives.
Daemon X Machina has a sequel? Because I have the first one on Switch. A friend gifted it to me. I did not think that was Daemon X Machina.
Nintendo Switch 2.
Oh, well,
game
a
is
sequel
more about
rather.
Friendship. You play as Mio, who writes sci-fi, and Zoe, who writes fantasy. Together, they get trapped in their own stories, and it's
Oh,
up
that's
to
cute.
you and
This
a
is coming
friend
on the
to
Switch
help them
too.
break free. Let me
Makes
tell you
sense.
this: if you like It Takes Two, you're gonna love this one.
These games have never been like graphically intensive,
You'll be
and
able to
also
play Split Fiction on the day Switch 2 launches.
it doesn't surprise me this was like developed with the Switch 2 in mind, since we all knew the Switch was coming soon. The new Switch was
on the
coming
gridiron.
soon.
We're excited to announce the EA Sports FC will be coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Madden NFL will also be arriving on the Nintendo platform. EA Sports. It's in the game.
Yay, teaching kids how to gamble with online
Hi, Alex here from
virtual
Outline
trading
Software.
cards.
we are bringing Hogwarts Legacy to Nintendo Switch 2. With enhanced graphics and seamless world transitions.
That's all I think about whenever I see an EA Sports game. Just virtual trading cards so that your kids can steal your credit cards while you're not looking. Don't worry, if 2K Sports had shown 2K, NBA 2K, I would have said the same thing. So, you know.
Captain, is that mic supposed to be on?
Tony Hawk, okay. This either just got re-released or announced to be released. So it's not gonna be on the Switch 2, it's gonna be on all the platforms, but it's good seeing that it's gonna be on the Switch 2 as well. Nora Vasconcelos? A SpongeBob level? What?
Hello, this is Christian Elverdam from IO Interactive. We are bringing our flagship title, Hitman.
Damn, they are bringing everything that is everything onto the Switch 2.
As the best assassin in the trade, Agent 47 does everything he can to accomplish his mission. And how each mission progresses will vary depending on the player's imagination.
Oof.
Our ever-expanding game will release on the same day as Switch 2. Plus,
10 out of 10 game right there.
To bring another familiar agent to the platform.
I'm not gonna lie, this presentation so far is pretty lit. And I'm not even like a giant Nintendo head. Is it a GoldenEye remake?
James Bond. The world's favorite spy is coming to Nintendo Switch 2, so stay tuned.
Ah, I see it's got Amazon all over. That's right, because Amazon have the rights to James Bond now.
Is reborn. Bravely Default returns, remastered in high definition.
Ah, okay, because I was like,
featuring the Bravely Default
Final Fantasy games
that help you control the flow of time.
I say that as if I don't play Final Fantasy.
Change and customize.
She low-key looked like what's his name? Squall's girlfriend.
Enjoy your adventure with
so I was like, if this is supposed to be like a FF8 remake, this is not the best look for it.
Square
but it's not.
Presents the classic fantasy RPG, Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster. Set foot in Luxembourg as a warrior of light once more.
セガ龍が如くスタジオ代表の横山です。我々がお送りするタイトルは龍が如くゼロ時間の場所カットです。1988年東京と大阪2つの歓楽街を舞台に巡る争奪戦の伝説の始まりを追加シーンとともにお楽しみください。
Newly added cutscenes? Oh, fuck you, Kuze.
今後のシリーズ展開にもぜひご期待ください。
We'll have more games to show from our publishing and development partners.
You can't just simply show what Yakuza and just give it 10 seconds.
With Nintendo. Please take a look.
Oh, Koei Tecmo. I don't know what this could be. Not even gonna front.
Zonai, who descended from the heavens, joined hands.
Wait, is it another Zelda Dynasty Warrior clone game?
Their union led to a great and prosperous kingdom.
I feel like it's a Dynasty Warrior game for Tears of the Kingdom.
But in time, a terrible evil arose.
That's the only reason why Koei Tecmo would be here with a Nintendo property.
Evil, one which future generations would call the Imprisoning War.
Perhaps you truly have traveled back in time.
So that's Hyrule Castle? Then...
Oh, this is a prequel.
This really is the past.
So this is the prequel to Tears of the Kingdom, but this is after Breath of the Wild, though. As somebody that played the Breath of the Wild version of Dynasty Warriors, and they said, oh, this is a prequel to Breath of the Wild 2, only to then like kind of weirdly fuck up the story of Breath of the Wild with making that Dynasty Warrior game. Yeah, this is a pass. I mean, because of that, and also because, I mean, I just couldn't gel with Tears of the Kingdom, so I don't feel perplexed to play. I don't feel compelled to play this. This was not a perplexed choice to make it all.
That was Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment.
But you know what? Good for y'all that's gonna enjoy it.
By Koei Tecmo Games, with support from Nintendo.
Who am I to dull the flames of somebody who's gonna?
We hope you're looking
have
forward
fun
to
playing
the
this.
Story of the
Will I have fun playing it? I can't even answer that because I'm not gonna buy it.
Long ago.
And now, some news about Nintendo Switch Online. You can continue to enjoy Nintendo Switch Online on Switch 2. And with Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack, you can enjoy a new membership benefit exclusively on Switch 2. Please take a look at this.
So the Switch 2 is gonna have like their own exclusive sort of like packs and stuff. GameCube, of course.
Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack will be getting a new classic game library exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo GameCube, originally released in 2001. Here are the titles that will be
this kind of odd that they haven't like released any GameCube games for the Switch 1.
Like a cartoon come to
Gotta
life
give people a reason to buy the Switch 2.
Controlling the wind using a mysterious baton. Link set sail on an adventure across.
And I would hope if they have Wind Waker, they're gonna have Twilight Princess.
The Wind Waker.
Because I have never played Soul Calibur 2.
A tale of souls and swords eternally retold.
With Link, right? This gotta be the one with Link.
Game, each fighter comes equipped with a different
weapon. Okay, I see the
from the Legend of Zelda.
Of course, I see I'm just now seeing the artwork. My mic was blocking the artwork down there.
Experience a world of white knuckle racing at speeds over 2,000 kilometers per hour. 30 machines.
God, do you know how long it's been since Soul Calibur has been
featuring the series first?
I don't know.
Customization and story mode.
Resting in the depths of hell.
F-Zero
after Soul Calibur 6.
In games that support multiplayer, up to 4 can play together locally or online. Enjoy these classic games with clearer image quality and higher resolution than the original releases. You can also check the controls for each title and customize them to your liking.
It's about time I don't think that was on the Switch 1.
More titles.
It's about time they added that. Fire Emblem, Pokemon. Damn, Mario Strikers, Coliseum.
Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics, the Switch 2 exclusive.
You know what? I'm actually the most excited for this because I never grew up with a GameCube. I've grown up with almost every video game console entering my house.
And
whether it was me owning it or my brothers, who usually would be the ones to buy them. Except for like a very few. I've never owned the Wii U and I've never owned a GameCube. My cousin was the one that owned the GameCube
controller, exclusively available.
But even then, all I remember playing on that was like Smash.
Be available the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
So I never knew that there was like more Zelda games that were made after the Nintendo 64.
We hope you're looking forward to Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics.
So I remember seeing Twilight Princess art and being like, whoa, this is some awesome Zelda art.
Nintendo Switch 2.
And then found out that like Twilight Princess was a whole new Zelda game like
and development partners.
Not that long ago, like around 6 or 7 years ago. So I have a lot of catching up to do. And I hope the Switch 2 GameCube expansion will allow me to have. Undertale? Oh, Deltarune. Oh. Same thing. Sans. Forever since I've seen Sans and tried to kill him. I see that Deltarune continues the banging ass soundtrack that Undertale has. So, cool. Ah.
Hi, I'm Randy from Gearbox. Borderlands 4, our upcoming flagship Borderlands game, will launch on Nintendo Switch 2. Borderlands is back. Loot and shoot your way through a world filled with wild enemies and outrageous weapons.
If I'm not mistaken, this game isn't out yet, though, right?
Already the most ambitious.
So I'm guessing by the time Borderlands 4 comes out, it's going to be available on all platforms.
Will launch in 2025. We'll be sharing a lot of the game in the months ahead, and
which means that the Switch 2 will obviously have to be available by that point.
I'm Dennis Shirk from Firaxis Games. We're releasing a Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Sid Meier's Civilization 7. In Civ 7, you'll establish an empire and guide your people throughout the ages of history. With the new mouse controls, players can enjoy a more intuitive gameplay experience. Civ 7 launches
Civ 7. I still need to buy Civ 7.
And if you
I'm sorry, I play Civ on my PC. I love playing it on my PC.
Switch 2 by purchasing the upgrade. And we have even more news from 2K.
Hi, I'm Lionel Diggs.
And I'm Ben Bishop.
NBA 2K.
Our final announcement for today is that WWE 2K is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Plus NBA 2K as well.
Come on.
We can't wait
to tell y'all, we gotta make sure that we teach the kids how to gamble now. Gotta make sure we teach them what virtual coins are. V-coins, whatever they're called.
They went armed with nothing but youthful enthusiasm and a profound lack of preparation. Boom! Terrible at steering a raft. Let's slay some trees. Awesome! You nailed it! Hook, line, and sinker. Tastes amazing, doesn't it? Really have started to master this survival thing. Next stop, the top. Ha! Nicely done. Well, I think that's everything. Let's set sail. This time, for home.
Cute. Cute.
Hi, I'm Dave Crooks from Dodge Roll.
You know what?
Here's the first look at Enter the Gungeon.
I see why this presentation is an hour long. I'm actually impressed at like the amount of games they have lined up to be on the Switch 2.
Now reloaded in.
I mean, granted, they've all known that the Switch 2 was coming out. All these developers and publishing
We're still working on the
houses.
game. We're excited to share more with you in the future.
But I was expecting for them to like really get into the nitty gritty with the Switch 2 like controls and stuff, and they did kinda, but they kept it short, cute, and simple. It's like, hey, like, this is what's new. We got a Discord. We kind of got Steam Family Share on there, Game Share. You can move your Switch 1 games over. We'll also give you Switch 2 edition Switch 1 games. Other than that, have fun and keep watching all these games that's gonna come out. Star Seeker Astroneer Expeditions. Nothing's being Devolver's version of Starfield.
My name is Adam Badowski from CD Projekt Red. We are delighted to bring the immersive world of the dark future to Nintendo players for the first time. Cyberpunk 2077 is an open-world action-adventure RPG set in Night City. Thanks to Nintendo Switch 2, you can transport yourself
Now I'm convinced that this Switch really could do 4K.
Get ready to
will it do 4K on Cyberpunk? I still don't believe that. But what I'm seeing so far, this looks good to be on a Switch 2.
こんにちは、スクエアエニックスの
If it's FF7,
任天堂スイッチ2でファイナルファンタジー7リメイクインターグレードを発売いたします。本作はミッドガル脱出までを描いた3部作シリーズの
The Nintendo Switch 2 is officially in 2020.
を経て再創作された新しい FF7 を体験いたします。
It's officially entered 2020. Damn.
スイッチ2で展開する FF7 リメイクシリーズにぜひご期待ください。
I'm pretty sure this is gonna bump up a lot of the Final Fantasy VII sales. Because of course they're gonna eventually put FF7 Rebirth on there, and then the third one later on. And I know the Rebirth hasn't really sold as much as they expected. So I'm pretty sure putting on the Switch 2 is going to bump up those sales by a lot. People severely underestimate the Nintendo cult that Nintendo has harvested. But I saw they also put Kunitsugami. That's definitely probably going to get a boost too, being on the Switch 2. Wild Hearts, okay. You know what? I can honestly see Capcom putting Monster Hunter World or Monster Hunter Wilds on the Switch 2 too. I can really see that, them doing that eventually. Oh, that's the Pac-Man game, the creepy Pac-Man game. Still blows my mind that that's Pac-Man. I've never seen this before. Oh my god, Fortnite on the Switch 2? Nobody saw that coming. Professor Layton, hey! I'm really hoping that for the Switch 2, there will be a new Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney game later on. Doesn't have to be right now. And my heart isn't broken a little bit not seeing another Ace Attorney game, but I believe it will come.
We've shown a lot of games so far. The next game will be the last from our publishing and development partners. Please take a look.
This looks like a From Soft hand.
My blood.
Is this Vampire?
I give you.
No, because I feel like that wouldn't be.
Life.
Like, if you're gonna end, you're gonna want to end it on a game that everybody's gonna be excited for. I don't know what this is.
Transport him to a night of moonlight. To humanity's very dusk.
Maybe this is a new Switch? A new Nintendo first-party game? From Soft! What did I tell y'all? I was like, that looks like a From Soft hand. But I wasn't too sure. Like, Is this like a Vampire From Soft game? It's giving that energy. Okay. Hey, definitely dealing with the supernatural, which shouldn't be surprising. Right, we got P33 from Nier Replicant. What is this? So you are a vampire!
Close your eyes and contemplate now the moon, as befits the soon to depart.
I pray that you are able, carrier of blood.
Oh no, this villain, he looks so cool. somebody can transform into a dinosaur? What the hell? What kind of freaky Halloween night is this?
The moon tears will flow for one, and one alone.
The Dusk Bloods. That's all right. I know I said earlier last year after I finished Elden Ring, I was gonna put a stop to playing all these Soulsborne and Souls likes. But damn, does this have my attention? This has my attention very, very much. It's a Switch 2 exclusive as well.
What you just saw was a brand new game by FromSoft.
I just know half the FromSoft fan base is hot about that.
We'll be publishing a creator's voice article where the game's director, Hidetaka Miyazaki, will share more details about the game. So please check it out when it's available.
I like this. This is pretty neat.
That's all from our publishing and
I
development
like them
partners.
giving like the game devs and stuff like their own section to talk about their games.
As well as our publishing and
I
development
think that was on the Switch 1 as well.
who prepared footage for this presentation.
Or at least sometimes they would have like the directors talk about their game on the
In
Switch
addition to what
1,
you saw
like
today,
Nintendo Portal.
Our partners are working on many
So
games.
I'm glad
coming
they're
to Nintendo
continuing
Switch
that
2.
from the Switch 2.
We'll showcase more games in the future, so we hope you're looking forward to it. Next, please take a look at this.
Is this another exclusive lined up for the Switch 2? Because these are some heavy hitters. Is this Kirby? No, wait, is this Smash? Is it either Smash or Kirby? Kirby for the star, and I say Smash because Kirby was like the main character of the last Smash game. Or maybe this is like a remix for Smash. So I'm like, there's no way that you make a new Smash game but desert all of the expansive like stuff that you put in the previous Smash game. Like the previous Smash game is just too big to tell people, okay, we won't give you any more. But I'm gonna shut up though. I'm gonna let this rock. Okay, so new Kirby game. Cute. Okay. A Kirby racing game. not the yellow one's tapping his booty. You know what? Gotta play it and main it just for that yellow one right there. Masahiro Sakurai, come on. We know. Kirby is his baby. Come on.
Kirby Air Ride, which originally released on the Nintendo GameCube system over 20 years ago, is getting a brand new game. We hope you're looking forward to Kirby Air Riders, directed by Masahiro Sakurai. Next is our last trailer for today. Please take a look.
Okay. They're gonna have to end it on the trailer of trailers if they got a FromSoft Switch 2 exclusive game. I swear to God, this better not be Pikmin. And I'm not saying that as a happy feeling either. Donkey Kong? It's gotta be Donkey Kong with the monkeys working and all that shit. Okay, cute. Never really grew up on Donkey Kong, but for those of you who have and are like, you know, peeing your pants right now seeing this, I'm happy for y'all. I really am. I feel like somewhere in this world somebody is tapping the C button overseeing Donkey Kong. Get a new game, that is. so this is like a Donkey Kong adventure game. But you know what? Kind of makes sense because it reminds me of Mario Odyssey, Super Mario Odyssey, and how that was like a launch title for the Switch. So to have like another Switch and have another like adventure type game to go on, or what, to continue that. I think it's pretty befitting for it to go to Donkey Kong, since aren't like Donkey Kong and Mario supposed to be rivals or something, or like mortal enemies? Cool. So it's not a launch title, but
that was
it's keeping up that same energy from Super Mario Odyssey.
Starring Donkey Kong, called Donkey Kong Bonanza. With incredible strength, smash through enemies, walls, the ground, and just about everything as you demolish your way through a massive underground world.
Guy?
More details will be shared in the future.
Look, he has the strength of 10,000 Marios.
Thank you for watching so far.
To recap,
I'm not gonna lie, the way that they bowed in sync made me feel like I was supposed to bow to them as well.
Here are the hardware options that will be available at launch. We'll release Nintendo Switch 2, as well as a bundle that includes a digital version of Mario Kart World.
I was honestly thinking that they were gonna probably do a Switch 2
For more details,
Mario Kart
please check
themed.
the official Nintendo Switch 2 website,
Or will
which
edition.
goes live later today.
We've covered a lot of information, but that's all we have to share for today.
You'll have to wait just a bit longer for launch. We are very much looking forward to everyone being able to experience Nintendo Switch 2.
We appreciate you joining us today. Thank you very much.
They bowed. I was like, I'm gonna bow to them. They're doing that. They're too clean with it, doing it all in unison.